Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. Hope you're all doing okay and have had a good week. It is Sunday today, yes. So I have had a couple of deliveries arrive that I can show you this week. I finished my tester kit that I was working on, which I can't show you or tell you about. And now I've started a new project. This is, I needed to start this because it's something for Halloween. But then I do really need to go back to my Charles Darwin from Toft. So I have a project to show you, but literally I started it last night and I've already got sort of quite far through it. So we should hopefully finish it today, she says. Anyway, right, what do I need to tell you? I'm just trying to think of any news, etc. No, I can't think of anything. No updates and things. There's Yarndale next weekend, which I can't go to because it's way too far north for me. But that's coming up, I believe, next weekend for people sort of that far up. This is sort of the autumn, like September through now to probably about November, I think, is the kind of yarny show season, if you like. Obviously, I'll be at Ali Pally in a couple of weeks, so I'll have a haul video to do for you after that. And then, yeah, I think the September Unravel was a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, it's kind of, I suppose as the nights draw in and the, you know, rainy, cold, autumn, winter weather comes, I crochet all through the summer as well, but not everyone does. I took crochet on holiday when I went to the Caribbean last year, so, you know, it doesn't bother me crocheting in the heat. Right, so deliveries we have had. My Toft delivery has arrived, placed an order off the back of the update for the Guide Dogs collaboration. I also have an order from Etsy that I placed that's arrived, and my Curate Crochet box has arrived. So I've got those three to show you. So we will start with the Toft order. So they did an update that none of us knew about or were expecting for a collaboration with Guide Dogs. There's also a prize draw. I think it's still open at the moment. You basically answer a question and buy a ticket for £1. So you can do that as well, which obviously nothing gets delivered to you unless you happen to win. So I placed an order for a couple of items and then I did a couple of draw entries as well. So the first item that I purchased to sort of bump up my order for free shipping was a pom-pom. So this is the fuchsia pom-pom. I could have click and collected at Ali Pally, but I've done that before and then I've ended up with loads of stuff to collect and carry around before I've even started buying things. So I'm not going to do that. I thought this year I will just then be able to purchase when I go up there. So yeah, so there is a fuchsia pom-pom with a press stud on the back. So you can obviously, once you put one press stud on the hat, you can chop and change as to which pom-pom you want on there. So that. Then I purchased the large guide dog, which is Muriel the guide dog, which I have already opened to pull out the patch because the patch was inside, but actually I'm going to pull out now that I've shown you. It's creasing the pattern and that, I don't like creasing patterns. I got very upset that my Kew Gardens one got slightly creased carrying that home. I have to say the new postcard material, they're matte, not shiny, and they do tend to crease a lot easier. But hopefully once I put that in my pattern book and it has a bit of weight on it, it will flatten out. So this is, I don't know if we've got two pictures. Yeah, we do have two pictures. Muriel the guide dog. So there we go, the two pictures. Side and back. And you get a get started leaflet, which I obviously don't need, but goes in every box. You do get, which I've almost lost there, a little guide dog label to put on the coach, and then you can see the contents now that I've taken that out. So we've got a wool needle, we've got a bit of mushroom and a bit of black. Oh, that's attached to my wool needle, two little strands there. I think that's for the nose and eyes. And then we've got sapphire, and then we have a big ball of oatmeal for the dog, and then we have a hook as well in there. If I dig that out, I've got hundreds of these, well not hundreds, but Toft hook and the stuffing in the bottom. So I will pop that all away later. I might actually, I don't need this, so if I tuck my get started one in the front, that'll stop everything from falling out. There we go. There we go. There we go. See? Sorted. So I don't want to lose my little guide dog label, because that needs to be, I assume, sewn on. Sewn on. Let me have a look. What does it say? Oh yeah, I think it's just stitched on in the 4 corners. Yeah, using a length of sapphire yarn, sew the label into position on coat. Yeah. But what you all want to see, obviously, is the patch that we got, which is Muriel the guide dog. There she is. So yeah, this was something that none of us were expecting or knew about. So there is donations to the guide dogs as part of these kits. I think it was £3 for the large kits, I want to say. But I will take that off the card now and I will put that in my patch book. So that is another new patch to go in the collection. I need to update my patch list. So yes, that was that arrival. I'm going to seal this now because otherwise this is going to stick to everything. Let's seal this back up if we can. There we go. Right, that was the Toft order. Next was my Etsy order. So this was from Candyskull Crafts on Etsy. So I follow Candyskull Crafts both in Etsy and on Instagram, so I will put links in the description of the video for you. I saw this particular bag on their stories and I loved it because of, I mean, if you saw my photos on my Instagram back in, what was it, May? Northern Lights. I don't need another project bag. We know I don't need another project bag, but look at that. There's the other side. Stunning. So I had to have one of these, and I love these from Candyskull Crafts because they're so well made. They're really decent size as well, and I hate the word, but they've got a gusseted bottom. You can see, gusseted. So they will sit up, you know, once you've put stuff in them, they will sit up. There you go. So yeah, love these, and really reasonable as well. I think they're £18 each. I said each, so you know what's coming. I've got a second one. So yeah, I will link below, but they're really lovely. And I think this was the only one listed at the time, but they have since listed or about to list some more of these. I knew, I was like, I have to have that. Yeah, so that was that one. And then I don't normally buy overly seasonal bags because you can only generally use them in that season. But I saw this and I really liked it. So although it is Halloween-y and it's got the 31st all over it, I'm like, yeah, do you know what, actually? Can use it any time of year. No, it's got a little skull and crossbone on the zipper pull there. So yeah, that is same all the way over. So I really liked that theme. They're both, well, that one was just grey dotty inside, but this one's like, not fleur-de-lis, but you know, I can't explain it, but it's very sort of autumnally grey, sort of cloudy material, if that makes any sense. And obviously it's got a nice grey handle, so yeah, but I really liked that. So I purchased that one as well from Candyskull Crafts. So definitely check her out on Etsy and Instagram. And they are the same size, so that you can see there. They are the same size bag each time. So yeah, I need to use these though for projects, so I do need to do that. I keep buying them and going, look at all the pretties. I need to put something in them. As you can see, I don't normally buy seasonal stuff, but there is my witch cushion I bought. Right, so that was second delivery. Third delivery, Curate Crochet box. So I think if you've watched my videos, you'll know, but in case you're new here, by the way, hello, I'm Michelle. Curate Crochet box lets you see what's in the box. You can choose not to and choose to have it as a surprise, but I like the fact that you can look at the contents. You don't have to keep unsubscribing and resubscribing, and you can skip boxes if they're not for you. I've actually skipped the next one after this, so I won't be getting one till November time, because I didn't, then it's not that I didn't like the next box, it wasn't for me. Obviously it's not a horrible box, if that makes sense, it's just not my cup of tea. But I love that ability that I can see what's coming and skip it, because I think you'll know if I bought Crochet Society and every time it would come it'd be like, oh, I like it, but that's not something I would make. And although that's good in a way to broaden your horizons as to what you're going to make and pattern wise. They're all just sitting up in a bag upstairs. I've swapped around these because actually I do want to make the one from last year, which is the heatable pad cover. I haven't made that yet, but I want to do it soon because it's getting to winter time and I'll be able to use that. Anyway, stop waffling. This is the current September box. So you get a little thing with your name on there, and then it tells you details of the box. So this is called the Strawberry Fields box. Cotton yarn and very little stretch in it because what we're making needs to keep its shape. You'll be learning the strawberry stitch, a deceptively simple way to add texture and also a pretty pattern. I won't say the name of the make yet because I will show you that at the end as to what we're going to be making. So I'm going to leave that because that's no spoilers. So there's the pattern book there, but this is what we've got inside. So we have a weekly planner. So although this is a weekly planner probably for anything, you also have week, month, current WIP. For me that's generally good because I normally am working on, I mean my Darwin is a WIP. I don't do WIPs, as you know. So for me that would be like current project that I'm on. And then you've obviously got the days of the week and a to-do and a notes list. But I think I'm going to use this for crochet crafty, if I can. One of my followers, I think it's Becky, you had a planner and I asked where it was from because it was almost like it was a crochet planner. You could write out that month what you've got to do and cross it off as you go. So yeah, I liked this. This is good. Then we have a needle. We always get a needle, a little John James needle. We have always a hook. So this is a 3mm hook that you get, gold hook. We have, if I pull this out, a zip. We also have, if I can get the little bits of cardboard off, a pencil. And I've got a funny feeling who this would be from because I purchased some at the Carry On Crafting Festival. I don't know if this is going to show up. It's looking at my face rather than... Is that going to focus? Probably not. So it says on the pencil, crochet, relax, repeat from star. So it's like a pattern. It's really not going to zoom in. Let me get my face out of the way. That really doesn't help either. I'm going to touch the screen and see if that works. No, soz. I can't get it to show. It's because it's like white on neon, so it's really not picking it up. But yeah, I bought those from the Pigeon's Nest from Carry On Crafting. So I wonder if this is also from the Pigeon's Nest. Who knows? Then we have 3 balls of yarn. So this is Oketex. I can never say that because there's that type of fabric as well. Cotton yarn. So we have 3 balls. They're all 50-gram balls. So the first one we have here, I'm trying to look for colours. No, so there's no colour names, unfortunately. So that is the first one. So like a pinky ready. And that is, it says item number 431130. Yeah, no colour type, I'm afraid. So I'll repeat that again. It's 431130. Oketex cotton yarn. Then the next one we have is a cream. And that is item number 431030. I don't know what weight these are. I think they're DK, are they? 100% cotton, 50 grams, 170 meters. So no, it's going to be more like, I think, a 4-ply. But I'm not very good at converting those sorts of things. And then the last colour we have is like a minty green. And that is item number 431210. Sometimes they give you the colours in the book, so I'll have a look in a minute when I show you what it is. But those, I'll hold them all up together. These are our 3 balls of yarn. So if it's Strawberry Fields, that's going to be the strawberry, that's going to be the pips, and that's going to be the leaves. I would assume. But to assume is to make an ass out of you and me, so, you know. Right, this is the book. So that's a little book, and we are making a pencil case. Yeah, with strawberries all over it. So I'm just having a look. The designer. Sometimes it tells you the. Oh, so apparently it's cream, or this is what they've called it: cream, terracotta, and mint green. But whether that's what you search for, if you're looking for the Okotex cotton yarn, there is. I'll show you a better picture. I can't show you the pattern, but there is what we are making, and I think we can make the strawberry pincushion as well. I think there's a pattern for that in here too. Pencil case. Yes, the pincushion is in here as well. Behind the scenes with, I think, the designer. And dates for your diary. Okay, so here you go in case you would like to know. 1st of September, the Curate Crochet Advent calendar went on sale. They are at Yarndale, and they are also at the Knitting and Stitching Show. And that's the first time, so that'll be good. So I'll go and say hello. So there you go. Yarndale is next weekend, 28th and 29th September. And Knitting and Stitching Show is 10th to the 14th. Is that right? I thought we were going on the 12th rather than 13th. Oh, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, anyway, I will look forward to that, because also that means Curate Crochet books will be there. Pigeon's Nest is going to be there. I need to go through the exhibitors list and start to write out who I want to go and see. So yeah, those were my deliveries this week. I've left my phone over there. I don't know that I've got any yarny deliveries. What have I ordered? She says to herself. I'm trying to think. No, let me grab my phone. I don't think I've got anything out of the norm coming. Let's have a look. I write a list on my phone so I don't forget what parcels I've got coming. Oh, I will talk about one thing. So I like to do a Hobbycraft course every so often. I think I showed you before, possibly. I've done a wreath making course. I actually did that when I had COVID. Well, I didn't do it when I had COVID. It was booked, and then I just kind of watched the video full of COVID and made my wreath once I felt better. So I did that. I've also done other ones in the past, like dye stamping. I don't know what you call it. When you've got cotton canvas bags and then you like stamp on it with dye. Somebody tell me what that's called. I can't remember. I've done that. I've made an advent calendar, painted that. But anyway, so there were some courses online. I've wanted to try the resin for a while, but there wasn't one of those. But there was a Pyrography coaster set one. And funnily enough, Stacey Solomon sent her newsletter around, and there was a discount code for Hobbycraft courses, which got you 20% off. So instead of me paying £30, I've paid £24 delivered for my kit. And obviously the online course, which is the weekend after next, 5th of October, I think I've booked it for. So yeah, I'm waiting for my Pyrography kit to arrive. I think it's just like the actual heat tool, and 6 coasters and possibly some stencils. It's like woodland animal creature ones. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. Not that I need another new craft, but I don't know. I saw it at the Carry On Crafting Festival and I'd like to try it, but you know when you look at it and you think, I'm going to be absolutely awful at that, because I'm not artistic. But maybe I can do some sort of, I don't know, abstracty line type designs. I don't know. So anyway, we're going to go and do, well, we're not going anywhere, we're doing that at home. Oh, also I could show you, as it's here, I go pottery painting every so often, and I went with my friends recently, and I'm going again Thursday. Yes, and then again just before Christmas in November. So I'm hoping I can do some Christmas makes. But I like a bit of pottery painting. I'm not good at it. So I did make myself, this is meant to be a pen pot, but I've turned it into a crochet hook pot. So this is I got all the way around and then I'd left too much space, so I put a random green one in there. I'm not very good at painting, but I'm going on Thursday with an idea. I've watched some people online. I did paint the inside. It's like a purpley colour. And we always put my initials on the bottom so we know it's ours. But yeah, it is my crochet hook pot now in here in the living room. So yeah, I like a bit of pottery painting because I like the difference of when you see it before and then when it comes out afterwards. And it's very mindful and relaxing. It's quite chilled. It's an adult evening I go to, so you get 2.5 hours. Whereas if you book in the week, you can stay longer if obviously they're not busy, but you get an hour and a half. So I find that a bit of a rush. So an adult evening, it's always like fully booked. There's like 30 of us there. But I've been by myself and just sat there and painted. I'm going by myself this week because you just crack on. Yeah, so that's all of the purchases and things that are going on. If any of you were interested, garden update. We've had all of the sweet corns now. We got 5, I think it was, in the end. That were mostly a whole corn on the cob that I could maybe chop the end off. They didn't quite go all the way to the top, but best crop ever. So I've had to pull those out now because they're done. We've got peppers growing, so I'm hopeful if it stays like this sort of grey, muggy, warm still, they will get some peppers off of the plants that I can use. Spring onions are still out there. We've still got some carrots out there. I'm waiting for the little shoulders, the carrots, to pop out so I know I can pull them. But I'm only really good at growing odd-shaped carrots, for sure. Too close together, obviously, but I've been looking at seeds and things for over sort of December and into January and into spring to start again, because there are some that you can start early. But on positive news, Holly, my crochet friend I've made through Toft, last year bought me an amaryllis plant, which came out lovely. And there were rumours, we discussed between us, because I think Holly's mum had done this, of getting the bulb to reflower. So I sort of did what I sort of read online you were supposed to do, put it in the greenhouse outside, the mini greenhouse. And as I was clearing up yesterday, I was like, oh, I'll go and have a look, it's probably dead. No, it's got a little new shoot and a new bulb off the side. So I took it out of the pot, I took a lot of the soil away, and you could see the extra new green shoot from the main bulb. So I repotted it and put some new soil in, and I've put it now upstairs in my craft room / working from home office as it is now, on the windowsill because it's south facing. So I think it's going to be here before Christmas, unfortunately, but still it'll be nice. So I'll get hopefully another nice amaryllis flower out of it. Fingers crossed, if I don't manage to kill it. So that was a surprise. I was expecting it to be dead. Right, project. I will show you what I'm working on at the moment. This is for Halloween, and it's still attached. This is a YouTube video I'm following. It's just, I googled what I wanted, and I found an American, I assume, lady, Canadian, American, the other side of the pond, so I don't offend anybody, pattern on YouTube. So she just talks you through the pattern, and it's really easy and straightforward. Hence why I've got so far so quickly with it, because I started last night as soon as I finished my tester kit. And this is what we have. So as you can see, it's a, what is it? 1, 2, 3. Now, is that a heptagon, a septagon? No, it's not an octagon. Septagon 7. Pentagons 5, which is pentagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5-sided technically, because we're missing this chunk in the middle. Can you tell what it's going to be? You should be able to. I've got lots of these in the house at the moment where spiders keep coming in. So it's going to be a spiderweb shawl. So as you can see, we've got the main, I'm doing it cream. So this is the cream that I got from Toft before they realised the glitch on the website that they've now resolved and will probably never encounter again. So I'm using Toft Aran cream, and then this black is leftover Starcraft Aran that I use for both my Wednesday themed shawl and cowl and my witch's hat last year, because I suddenly realised I didn't have any black Aran. Toft don't do the Aran black. I noticed. They had charcoal and I didn't want charcoal, I wanted black. So, and you can see we've got like, not holes as in holes, this is the part of the design. So we're going to then be doing some surface crochet, as the lady calls it in the pattern, but it'll probably be like slip stitch traverse, which is hard to say, across these bits to finish making the web. So that will be a Halloween themed shawl once we make it obviously big enough. At the moment it is not. I am, how many, I think I'm 20 rounds in, because what we're doing is we're changing every 6 rows to the black. So every 6 rows black. Yeah, so if I can carry on with that today in front of the TV, because I'm going to have a lazy day as the weather's not great. We've been for a walk already. And carry on with this. And I might even finish it. I've gone through, I'm on my 3rd ball of cream Aran. And I don't think I'm going to need much black. I'm hopeful I'm not going to run out, because obviously there's just 1 row. In essence, there's going to be 6 rows of black, I think, by the time I finish. I think the lady in the video went up to 36 rounds. We'll have to see how big it is when we get there. But she used a 6mm hook. Which, looking at the yarn in her video, was half a hook size on what the yarn suggested. So Toft always say 5mm for Aran, so I went for a 5.5mm hook for this one. So we'll see how, maybe it's too tight, maybe it should have been a bit looser, but I don't know. I wanted to, yeah, I thought I'll use the same theory that she's gone up half a hook size from what the band said on the yarn. So I stuck with that. So I will update you on this. So hopefully, I mean, I'll finish this today, hopefully, and then I can get back to Darwin, although I also want to do Flora Society. But I must finish Darwin. I do not like having WIPs. He sat there in my hide and hammer bag, and I need to finish him. Yeah. I've waffled a lot today, I feel like. I'm considering doing Vlogtober. I haven't done it before. I need to talk to Emily at Memily Makes, because I know she has done it, I think, for the last 2 years, to find out what it's about, really. I think it's just a case of vlogging what you do every day in October. But I realise some days are going to be, like, boring for you, because it won't all be yarn stuff, or crafty stuff. Not to say that my life is boring otherwise, but it might be I'm going off to the gym tonight, or I'm doing my housework. I might have a chat to Emily and just see what she covered, and I'll go back and look at her videos from last year. It is obviously a commitment to vlog or video every day of the month. Whether I do it and then condense them down, so I do like a week's worth in a weekend, if that makes sense. So I video every day and then put them together in one video. But then that kind of probably negates the whole essence of Vlogtober, because you're not seeing something from me every day. But I will obviously be doing Advent every day in December, because I liked that last year, especially when I committed to a time. You guys could come and join me if you could, or, rewatch later. But at least if I'm on the same time every day and you guys know when I'm about, that worked pretty well. The year before, when I just rocked up when I felt like it, obviously really didn't. Planning ahead there, Michelle. But yeah, let me know about Vlogtober if you know about it, or if you're keen to see me do Vlogtober, because it might not all be crafty stuff. It might just be Michelle sat on her bum watching telly today. We'll see. We'll see. But we've got Ali Pally obviously in there. We've got Warwick in there as well in October, which I'll do anyway as videos. But yeah. Right, I'm going to stop waffling now. And also because I want to crack on with this, and I'm going to stick a film on. I don't know what. I've been working my way through 90s films, so we've done all of Austin Powers again. Sometimes that comedy loses its, when you're not a teenager anymore. I don't think I could watch American Pie again for that reason. I watched it as a teen, but now I think I just cringe all the way through it. Yeah, any film and series recommendations, also always welcome. I want like a series of films. That's why I keep going back to ones I know and like. Yeah, I want something that's not just a one-off jobby. But yeah, I've done Notting Hill recently, Legally Blonde. Yeah, I'm going through all like the 90s and noughties. I don't like calling it the aughts. Is that what some people call it? Right. As always, have a good week. Thank you for joining me and listening to my waffling ramblings. And hopefully I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye.